Let's go.
Trevor's a good name.
It's not the best name
hey everybody,
in the world.
welcome to Jumpchain Part 5, Qliphoth Breakdown.
In part 5?
I believe it's Part 5.
Yeah,
Part
we're
1
on the fifth
was
world.
Pokemon.
Although, Ron, you gotta
Part
not
1 was
scream.
Part 1 was Pokemon.
Oh, I see. Parts are the jumps.
Yeah, I call them worlds, but...
I call them parts because it's JoJo's reference. It's great that you did manage to figure it out, despite the fact that I never made it past Part 1. Yeah. So last time on Qliphoth Breakdown, Ron got freaking strangled. That was the thing.
Mommy, it hurt me, make it hurt hard. Ugh.
You can probably tell why he got strangled. He fought against Diana as the first opening match, given the fact that neither he nor Diana were really in a mood to wait for the remainder of the team. After that debacle, where at one point Diana somehow becomes 6 times as jacked as she was 5 minutes ago, and with the assistance of her Sylveon Moranian, she was able to successfully defeat Ron, removing him from the battle roster, and moving on to the next fight, where she bowed out, and Tiffany fought against Buck. Tiffany then had an existential crisis, and then Chelsea fought against Buck, asking him to stab himself in the thigh, which he did, and stab himself in the stomach, which he didn't, which catches us all up.
So, just to, be clear, he didn't hit an artery, right?
No, it was just a pen. Heck, the pen probably didn't even get very deep in. It's just a pen.
It's also JoJo. Have you seen the battle damage those people take?
Yeah. Sure, you can...
Episodes of JoJo, leave me alone.
This is not the first time a JoJo character has been stabbed in the body with a pen. So, you know.
Mista shot himself, 6 times? And then continuously over the course of, 2 minutes?
I want to complain about that being spoilers, but, it's been a while since it came out.
Yeah.
If they haven't watched it, it's their own fault, and that's actually not that far in the part, so...
Yeah. Though, to be fair, Mista is not a stranger to shooting himself.
No,
Question?
not really.
What's up?
Is this a... If you accidentally die, I'm sorry, or no going for the kill at all?
Killing is 100% allowed. There is no rule against killing inside of... The rule for killing for outside of universe is I will not kill your player character without your express permission.
Cool. What I meant is the fight right now.
You're allowed to if you put a bullet in their head and they stop moving, that's your win. No moral component. Diana was about to put a couple rounds into Ron's head, and the only thing that stopped her was Johan.
Okay. So it's okay if other people obviously are trying to stop you from killing them.
Yes.
Yeah, she would have died via Buck that day. And Buck would not have made it.
I'm going to be honest here. You would have had a very tough time beating Diana.
True, but I don't need my stand or my reptiles to do it. Remember,
the real danger is what comes after. Specifically, if you take out Diana, Tanya's coming after you. And there's a reason I put her at the center of all of the enemies.
Fair enough. I mean, to be fair, however this girl right here, however things go with her, she could end up dead, so...
Certainly true. All these characters could end up dead, depending on how this goes down. But, speaking of how this goes down, now that we're all caught up with questions... last time, you were just barely avoiding stabbing yourself in the stomach as you hold a knife. You're not going to?
James said they're holding the knife. I kind of abhor violence, but he doesn't.
Oh, your stand can think?
No. Well, Reptilia has its own thoughts, but I don't know what those are. Reptilia is a reptile by nature. I wasn't talking about Reptilia. James begins to visibly shake.
Oh. Oh, you're one of those. I've only fought... I won't jump to conclusions. I'm assuming you're going to want this, by the way. Okay. I'm just gonna go shove him into the center of the red circle for you to use whenever you.
Yeah. Why did you have to say the torso?
Actually, she said abdomen.
I had a giant hole blown out. I assume that
Yeah.
included the lower half
yeah.
as well.
She kind
Why
of
did
tilts her head. Because that's where the intestinal tract. If I inflict a lot of damage to the core muscles and the intestinal tract, then you're going to probably go into sepsis within hours, but be unable to move because of the catastrophic muscle. I believe that's the most efficient way to. And once you can't really move anymore, I can just go for an artery.
I love how all this time
Mhm.
for everyone to pop in and be like, okay, where's everybody? Why are we
Jumpchain,
in-
but better this time.
What
Yeah.
the fuck is going on? Then I remembered, right, because Kane is a bastard and decided to make a whole different subsection for JoJo.
Yes,
It's
he
true.
did.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there like a dumbass in space when it's like, where is everybody? Oh!
All right, now I shall continue the existential.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
I shall
here's
Okay,
the-
I would like to continue the existential crisis, please.
Continue the existential crisis.
People kept trying to interrupt me. I'm gonna get to the buck, because buck is fun.
Uh-huh.
Buck.
Why did it have to be lady? Literally, like seriously, what have you done? Ah crap! No, he's awake. He's awake. Crap. See, Reptilia isn't technically my stand.
Oh, you are one of them. She kind of looks
Oh.
over her shoulder and says, "Hey, I'm scared." Except she's saying this with a really wide freak.
Great. Well, it was nice meeting you all, but I don't think I'm coming back. You see kind of the Reptilia, the very blocky version of Reptilia just crashed to the ground real quick. Oh, well, there goes my Reptilia. Wonder what his will act like.
Oof.
Pulling a weather report, heavy weather.
Kind of. Or like an Echoes Act 2.
Okay.
What is that?
It's
Echoes-
a JoJo's reference.
Yeah, it's a JoJo's reference. Basically,
I
what
would
Echoes...
expect that because we're in
Okay.
the JoJo world.
Okay, so I'll explain
Uh-huh.
real quick. Echoes is a stand that evolves over time throughout Part 4 of JoJo. Its
What?
first stage comes from an egg. Its second stage pops out from Echoes Act 1, and Echoes Act 2 has a point where it falls to the ground and cracks open. This is a reptile. This is a reference, but it's shedding, and you get the more clean version of Reptilia, while the version you see in the image, even though it's super blocky, is very much blocky, which is a lot more slender and sleek. And James stops talking now, and he's just sitting there, and he takes off the top jacket and puts it into his warehouse. A small hole opens up as he... Hey, Doug, you see that orange jacket that's sitting on that chair that looks a little bit old?
He looks towards it and is like, "Oh yeah. Smells
Bring
funny."
it to me.
Sure.
Yeah.
His arm detaches from his body as a series of cockroaches walk it and transports the jacket to you.
James, you were a good man. Thank you. Buck grabs the knife and throws it off in a random direction before taking off the coat, throwing it over into the thing, and putting on his coat from... You can get rid of this one now.
She looks over her shoulder and, "Hey, Tony, is this like one of your Japanese animes?"
This is like one of my Japanese animes.
You can hear the long, drawn-out sigh from the youngest member. So is this the part where you say this isn't even your final form?
Buck says nothing for a moment. You could really learn to shut up.
Oh, yeah. I get that a lot.
I wonder why. By the
Yeah,
way,
I figured
you
out
said
myself.
not my poison, right?
Oh, yeah. Don't use your poison.
Good. Good. Because I really don't... Reptilia is poisonous. Same with my reptiles. I'm not. As Buck gets very close into her face and opens his mouth.
Oh no,
She kind
that's
of
not poison.
Slowly raises an eyebrow.
Because that's not poison leaking from his face now.
That's
a semblance.
gross.
A thing that it's a corrosive substance, basically a small creature, more or less. If you want to... It's fluvium. Not a poison. It's a corrosive bacteria, more or less.
Mhm.
And you don't know what this stuff is.
She nods once and twice, and kind of slowly takes. I'm kind of concerned now.
Buck just walks forward slowly
She kind of
as he's
flicks her wrist. Okay. Okay, you need to beat it too. You need to beat it too. You beat it too. What a
You're
surprise!
What?
Buck gets very close and he grabs her. And Buck being Buck, not really one for theatrics, vomits this stuff onto her
Oh.
and into her face. I mean, gushing this stuff and filling the area.
Oh,
Good
dear
luck.
me.
Because,
I'm assuming that it's going to start eating through her.
oh, definitely.
Yeah.
This stuff doesn't have a cooldown time. The only person this stuff doesn't affect is Buck, and by proxy, Reptilia, because Reptilia is a stand, and this is
And
not a stand
it
ability.
destroys all biological matter.
Basically, yes. It can
Oh,
eat
God.
through a lot of stuff.
Ah.
It can eat through... If Buck
Is she dead
puts
now?
a concentration on it,
There's
probably.
a momentary pause before Tanya walks forward. I'm going to count that as your win. Something about it smells fucking disgusting. She grabs Chelsea by the arm and pulls her away, and seems to raise that same gourd from earlier to what remains of Chelsea, and kind of then tosses her over the shoulder. All right, that's one more win for the enemy team. Chelsea, fucking hell, God, how disgusting.
Jesus Christ.
No,
Yeah.
Buck walks back to the spot, and he sits like in a squat in one of the, I forget which pose. I think it's who squats with like their head and like kind of with their head on their their hand on their chin in JoJo. I forget. Is it Josuke?
I think it's Josuke.
And you see him strike that pose. No,
Yeah. Dot tosses a small blanket over Chelsea as you can hear something coming from underneath the blanket as Tanya kind of rolls her shoulder. You know that her hand seems to be shining as the effluvium kind of just drips off of it.
interesting.
Ugh.
I
God.
had to hit a higher concentration if I want you to die.
You can hear her give a low chuckle. Yeah, sure. So
My
who's
name
up
is
next?
Buck, by the way.
Buck.
I should probably properly introduce myself. The man you met was James Saxton, the
There's a
last bit of my kindness, and a completely different person, actually.
Johan kind of raises his hand. Does that mean you killed the tortoise man?
No, you killed the tortoise man, technically, because you
I
kept
didn't do anything.
pushing. Let me finish, idiot. You people, technically, pushed the tortoise man back into my domain. The tortoise man is dead under the sense of, well, whatever you consider me. He is technically dead by the sense of he's not coming back. I am Buck. Nice to meet you all. If it was a pleasant situation where I wasn't furiously angry. Seriously, who asks a guy who died already to stab himself in the chest frame, more or less? Well, stomach area doesn't matter because my entire stinking midsection was gone when I died. Thank you for that, you idiot.
Tanya kind of pauses. To be fair, we don't know how many times you've died. We were under
Only-
pretty strict information that if we were to ever die, we'd be thrown back to our world with no more jump.
Oh, I was supposed to go home. And that idiot back there, who, frankly, I don't like him, but I hate more. So I'd rather him be alive, frankly. That's why when Stupid over there tried to shoot him, I popped out a little bit.
Diana kind of shifts. Wait, me? Did you just call me
Yes.
stupid?
Oh, I'm sorry. Should I've called you an ignoramus of the highest order?
What?
I am fresh awake because of you idiots. I don't want to be awake. Yet here I am, Reptilia. Get up, and you see Reptilia just shake off the skin, and it's smoother.
You
Its
know,
arms are
you know what's
very mechanical,
you know what's
and it
really-
shoves them underneath.
really fun?
What's that?
What?
Rules are really weird. They can be really weirdly specific. CO is a stickler for the rules. But CO isn't the one in charge right now, is he? We're here under orders from your patron. So let me just
Technically,
check.
it wasn't mine. Buster, stop calling her that. Are you stupid? I don't like this person you keep talking about. Literally, the only reason I've stayed this long is because I'm trying to kill that person.
I mean,
So if you
yes,
would please
but-
stop calling her that, I would love it if you would. Because maybe then I would be a little less irritated.
If she gave you powers, she's your patron. Sure, you can use your patron gifted powers to stab your patron in the stomach. I'm going to back you on that, of all things, because these insufferable pricks. They're still your patron until the moment that you rip their throat out with your superpowered hands.
Yeah, you know what?
Christ.
I'm too tired for this conversation. And what were you saying about rules? Oh, so technically it was our rules because it was instituted by James, no one else actually.
Yeah, but there's
And James
issues
is
with
dead.
that.
So yeah.
CO and Jump. God, she needs any better name than that. They decided on a couple of kind of look to each other rules that they're not allowed to tell us.
Oh, good.
Remember the mention that I said insufferable pricks? I'm gonna guess they didn't tell you any of the rules either.
Do you think she cares for us? Like, legitimately, at all? Literally, the only reason we are here, in this place, in these jumps, upon this world, is literally to entertain her. She does this to me every jump. Because literally, I start to break the worlds by my mere existence because I am mentally the most unstable,
You
unhappy,
should have seen Pokemon.
Literally, I'm from the Pokemon world. I lived as a hermit. My interactions with people were limited. I was happy. And then I ended up in this situation. How happy do you think I really am? You woke me back up. I'm in a really, really bad mood.
I'm going to assume at this point, the group comes by. Me,
Yeah.
Megan, and Loth. Cool.
Yep.
That's it.
Nathan kind of strides forward. Hey, yeah, so here's the thing. I totally get where you're coming from. Dickish bosses, getting thrown into things that you don't want to do, dying and coming back, even though you really shouldn't be alive right now. I relate to all that on a personal level. I really do. But my paycheck depends on whether or not I kill you. So either we need to get started on fighting, or you need to choose who you're calling into the ropes to swap out with. Because the way I see it is, we really need to get on with it. He grins
Yes,
widely.
get on with it.
If I remember correctly, the next person would technically be Loth.
Well,
He
actually,
wants to keep
so-
going.
yeah, he can choose to keep going, or he can choose to swap. But keep in mind, they're sending Nathan is stepping forward, knowing full well what you just did. You didn't even need to get ordered to walk in, and you are familiar with how JoJo's battles go, Walrus. So you might know that if someone chooses to walk up to the enemy stand for a one-on-one fight, whew, that
Probably
can
a
mean a lot
counter.
of things.
A cross counter.
Yeah.
Does he
You know
look
what?
like?
Whatever.
Four.
Weren't you the... Wait,
Yeah,
are you the Lugia dude? Yeah.
No,
It was,
Oh.
I think spoke with Megan and Sin's characters, but
The guy.
Yeah.
I
and
think
I'm
I
tired.
think Buck watched him spit on the old guy.
oh yeah, this is the dude who did spit on the old man.
Ew, yeah, you're the dude that spit. No offense, buddy, but can I, like... Hey, y'all are here now. One of you people want to take the... Oh, hey. Wait, no. And Buck kind of scratches his head as he takes off the hat and it kind of evaporates. Well, great. There goes his hat.
Just spits?
This is why...
Never mind.
This is why I hate a Fluvio. See, it doesn't just eat away at normal things. It eats away at literally everything. That's why it's such a pain to have. Thankfully, most of my clothing from, past jumps is useful for dealing with that stuff because it was literally made and used around the time. Anyway, hey, one of you three, Queen Hand, Stinking Rabbit, Robin. Who are you? Sorry.
Hey,
I'm just
you look
awake.
different.
Sorry, yeah, the name's Buck, by the way. Nice to meet you.
And
Hey, you're lucky I'm even talking to you right now. I am angry. Oh, by the way, hi, Lilith. It's been a while.
yeah. Hi.
Now, I'm sorry, your name... James knew it, I don't. What's your name? Red Boy.
Go on.
Look, one of you
Devin,
three...
it's Devin.
Devin, whatever. I don't...
Oh.
Look, one of you three want in here, or should I keep going? Because I frankly do not care.
Stuff with the information that we know.
I have literally gone in 2 fights at this point, and I've beat them both. Does that deserve a break, or do I keep going? You people tell me, because frankly, I don't care.
I think we should let him have a break before he breaks the world.
Lilith, we volunteer you as trivia.
And you see
Okay,
James just sit there go,
fine.
or Buck, hey, you guys want to see a magic trick? As he literally turns into a bunch of reptiles and drags us clothing over here.
Okay,
God.
wait first though. We've seen this dude. He spit something. Did it look acidic? Like, is he like an acid
No,
boy?
he just
Nope,
spit on
He
the old guy.
hawked a fat one right onto the old
okay.
guy. Also,
I don't-
Samuel is one of the participants in this battle, but he's currently in your warehouse with no way out, so you kind of need to bring him here in order to resolve the overall fight, but you don't have to bring him immediately or anything.
Fair.
I
fair.
need to bring him? I can't just leave him out? He has his boys.
He has his boys, but the conditions of the tournaments was that it would be a one-on-one fight between both sides, and Samuel is a member of one of the sides.
Does
So
that
because
mean
of the
technically
rules set
Gaia is
forth by
part of the
James,
sides too, or is the fact that she's technically
Gaia has
incapacitated?
already... Gaia
Okay,
is not allowed to participate in battle, or her stand will be destroyed due to the effects of Sabaton's particular bond.
Okay.
She made an oath.
Okay, then I don't want to... Let's just say that we went back first and then picked up Samuel, because I don't want to have to waste my portals later on.
Fair.
And just slap Samuel's thing right onto the thing. Sin, I don't remember if I...
I don't think I have
probably do.
Samuels. No, I do not.
Oh, there's Samuel. Whoops, I tried to drag it out and it just... Nope, that would be a Warforged. Here we go.
Careful, Lilith.
Oh, there he is.
Careful.
Alright, by the way, Lilith,
Samuel looks less...
Huh?
Lilith, what?
Oh yeah, Lilith, did you get anything from our shopping spree?
Anything that could help you?
Alright, I sent you your
I
doc,
still
by the
have
way,
a
containing all
backpack
of your
full of
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah, I sent you a
Oh,
doc containing
wonderful.
everything you have, so...
I
Sure
have
do
plenty
look
of
at that.
stuff. I haven't used like any of my stuff the entire thing.
Yeah, you do have a lot of crap on you. So.
Question:
Huh?
Is it possible to catch a human in a Pokeball?
It is not
No.
Master
possible.
Ball?
Damn.
You can definitely throw
I don't
them
think
at
I have
people,
any
though.
Master Balls.
You can throw them and smack them in the face. It'll hurt, but
Yeah.
you can't use it to catch them. Although, I don't quite remember where I heard, but in one of the games there were things saying that they can change something about the Pokeball to work on people.
I
But
have
the
no
Pokeballs, as
recollection
they
of that.
are, do not work on people because Pokemon have a different physiology than humans do.
Creepy. But okay, so Lilith, with your disturbing handstand, pun very much so intended and very much so terrible, you're fighting against what's his face? I don't
What's
actually
his
know his
name?
name. Card, give me
Megan?
Nathan.
Over here.
The
Nathan. thank
name's
you.
Nathan. It is a pleasure to meet you. I'd shake your hand, but something tells me there's a bit of a size difference.
I fucking hate you.
Then we're off to a wonderful start in this death match.
Loth, could you get just a tad bit closer to your mic?
Yeah, before getting farther away.
I was not.
You're
moving,
getting
so
so
that's
close.
But
Jesus
The red
Christ.
zone.
Was that Loth?
yeah,
Sure, it doesn't
Alright.
matter, right?
I believe the two of you roll initiative now.
Yes. Just remove you and add turn, and your character icon doesn't exist.
It's just deleting him and re-adding him.
boo.
Too late. Nathan kind of shifts his hat around, the green hair kind of tumbling. Hey, so probably an interesting thing for you to know is there are certain things that I like. I like things. And when I like something,
Thing that isn't fighting.
oh no. See, I'm very good with fighting. Or 1 sec, I gotta answer.
Very good fight.
I'm very good with fighting. I'm perfectly fine with it. I just may or may not get eviscerated for this in a few minutes. He raises his hand, and you notice that there's some sort of black and gold nail blade on his hand as he gives a casual wave. You can hear Tanya loudly say, "Fucking thief. You're lucky we're on the same side, or I'd rip your arm off and beat you with it."
Yes, that's fine.
This is right off Tanya. Apparently it's really strong, really powerful, something, she punched a god. I don't know. I don't care. What I do know, this is going to be fun. Kind of flexes his hand a bit.
Your teammates punch gods, hip thrust them to death. We are not the same.
Cool. I, A, didn't need to know that. B, didn't need to visually imagine that. C, don't want any more elaboration on it.
Yeah,
And
no.
you said
Okay,
friend.
here's the thing. You see the snake guy. I want you to imagine him staring a god in the face and hip thrusting until it dies. Go ahead, get that in your mind.
Yeah, see, funny thing, I work with several people who really like messing with me by describing things in detail, so I've learned how to shut it all out. I'm not imagining that man's hips. You're imagining that man's hips.
See?
I walk away for 5 seconds, and that's when I get back.
Oh my god.
That's an image that hasn't left my mind in a year.
I'm writing this down.
Well, I'd take that image out of your head, but I am not interested in it. It takes a step forward. So, you are just far enough away that if I started sprinting at you, I'd have a bad time. So I'm just going to casually meander in your direction. His hand is at the right.
Casually meander.
It's my favorite kind of meandering.
What other kinds of meandering are there?
Confused meandering. Not all those who wander are lost. But God, I need a fucking map.
Go to the
By
year.
the way, Loth, you're really hard to kill, just so you're aware.
Sin, do you remember, like, literally almost 2 years ago, when I made this character originally? I had never made a character before, and you said, "Dear God, what's wrong with you?"
Yeah. You do have anticipation, which is very nice, and bunker down, which is also really nice.
I got a lot of things which are nice. I enjoy them.
Where's the jack?
The Jack.
Yeah. From the JoJo's
Oh,
thing.
is it from? It's basically you're a jack of all trades.
Oh, okay.
You can do basically anything. You're no master of anything, but you can do almost anything.
And Born in the Saddle and Sensitive Adventure she also has. Whatever those mean. I don't know why I
I
didn't list
don't
those,
remember.
but whatever. Oh, you also have a
Also,
rifle. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I know. I thought about that. I was like, ooh, what if I just shot him?
I
Which
mean,
is
yeah.
fun, because shooting me would do nothing, because I have I should be dead by now.
It'll keep you up for quite some time. You also have your bow / sword / nunchucks / mace.
This is gonna be fun.
Alright, so it's Lilith's turn because Nathan passed. So what are you gonna do, Lilith?
You know, we're just gonna go back to my roots and get out an
miss
explosive
gun.
arrow.
Yeah, you're gonna. All right. So step
Gonna
one. Let's
miss.
see if you can actually fucking hit. No offense.
Are you rolling
Oh.
D20 or Dex?
Either way, it's a pass because it matches. All right.
Oh, that's fair.
Shoot him with an explosive arrow, and as it slams into him, it does knock him back, detonating, covering the area in smoke. As you can hear him loudly. Well, now.
I
Oh,
told you I
do
didn't
we-
like you. That's
do you
what I
remember
do
your
to
semblance?
people I don't like.
Do you remember your semblance, by the way?
Hang on. I
It's plant control.
It was plant control. There's-
Hey,
Oh.
Samuel.
there's plants in
Tinnitus
this
is
world.
like. God. Ugh. My ears are ringing. He dusts off his jacket. It is a good thing I stole this beautiful thing earlier. Otherwise, that would not have ended well. He frowns as he notices that his hat kind of flew away. Aww. I stole that thing fair and square.
Does he by any chance notice that the plants in the area are moving because I'm
Not really. The sea breeze is already shaking all of the trees. It doesn't seem
Yeah,
out of.
sure.
It doesn't. I believe so.
It's my Dex.
And
Really low?
kind of shifts around as he crouches down. Alrighty then. Take this thing for a ride. That he surges forward. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, he actually can reach you this time instead of losing his turn while sprinting, and he swipes at you with his blade, the little finger blade. Unfortunately, it completely goes wide as it doesn't reach you.
I also have anticipation, so things like that generally.
It's not a surprise. It's
No.
not that he's surprising. It's that he's moving towards you and trying to attack.
Just kind of
You know,
move.
since he misses anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and grab him by the wrist and flip him onto the ground.
Roll dex.
Da-da-da.
Do it.
Oh yeah, that's good enough. He ends up landing. You end up flip. Grunt. Wow, that hurt a lot
See?
less.
And this is why I call her Queen Hand.
I haven't even
There's
used my giant hand yet.
I wasn't referring to the giant hand. I still remember all the things you did to us and all the jumps up to this with those hands.
With barely missing a beat, now that you've knocked him onto the ground, rather than trying to stand up, he swipes at your leg. But it only manages to scratch through your clothing, not reaching your skin. He scowls. Tanya, freaking broken. Though, as you notice, your the part of your pants that just got slashed through are very rapidly blackening and turning to ash.
Ooh, that's not good. These are
Hmm.
armored clothing as well. That's not the word I'm looking for, but it's close enough.
Yeah, they're really durable clothing, but it seems like it's disintegrating. Though it only takes around halfway up your calf before it stops.
Man, come on, dude. You're just trying to undress me now.
I mean, sure. If you have shame, then cover up. It'll give me more targets. Can't swing your fist at me if you're too busy covering your tiddly bits.
You're acting like she
I mean,
cares.
that's not true. I do have, this other giant hand.
How many hands does one person have?
3.
Okay,
That's fair.
so it is now your turn again. Seeing not able to hit you.
Okay. Hang on. Give me half a to look through the things I have. You know, I want to shoot him. That seems like fun.
Okay.
Lilith is just really enjoying the fact that she's collected all this stuff over all these jumps. What do you want me to roll for that?
For just shooting a gun, that's just flat dex.
Right.
Just your ability to aim at him. 14. Oh, you're able to. Where are you aiming?
You know, I'll be kind because I like to watch people suffer and shoot him in the chest.
It slams into him. You can hear the explosive exhale of breath. He's like, that sucks. Though you note that the bullet does not actually get through the shirt.
That's interesting.
Yeah, really good shirt. Oh, God.
That's a
Got it
terrible
for the-
dude.
Did you
Yeah,
pin him
got it.
down? Well, no, I'll wait.
That
Got
he
it.
kind of shifts again. Once again, repeating the same thing. Of just swiping at your... Oh, come on. It's like, come on! He doesn't even reach your shoes this time.
Okay. Now the hand can pin him down.
Okay. That'll be rolling for strength in order to see if it can hold him down. Yeah, something
this
tells
is
me
the
that the
same
rolls
bear.
really favor you. Yeah. It just pins him down. He's like, oh, God, it's sweaty.
I want to take the ring from
It's not a ring, it's a blade.
Oh,
attached to the
blade.
finger.
I'm going to take it from him.
All right. You're going to try.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but the hand is pinning him down, so it shouldn't be, like, too terribly difficult. Dex?
He's still, yeah, it'll be Dex versus Dex, so. Are you freaking serious?
Oh my
You
god.
are able to grab onto it without, like, getting slashed by it. But as you try and pull, it does not seem to come off.
How did you even steal this thing?
I'm very good at what I do. Stop stealing my stuff. I stole this thing fair and square.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Normally I'm not for stealing. I don't steal unless they're an active danger to me or others.
Hey?
I also slap people a lot, but you haven't made me angry enough to resort to that because you're losing.
There is a giant hand currently pressed up against my body, so either I'm being slowly drawn out slapped, or I'm being groped. Either one I'm not comfortable with. Pick
No,
Holy
this isn't as
slap.
bad as a slap. I promise. You can ask my team.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
being
want to ask
groped.
your teammates. I want to. Okay, yeah, no, that now you made it weird. You're a weirdo. I'm going to file a harassment claim on you now.
You act like you're
Myth.
gonna live through this fight.
You act like I'm going to die in this fight. Crap,
Oh,
that's a terrible
because I know
comeback.
that lady.
Love the fear I've created.
Buck is now just sitting in the Narancha pose with, his clothes on properly, and he's kind of swaying back and forth with a giant grin across his psychotic
So it
face.
makes me happy when Buck finally remembers who I am.
Roll strength in order to continue pinning him down as he's using his turn to try and get up.
Okay. Ooh.
He manages to pretty much throw the hand right into the air with a annoyed look now.
It's very
kind of
sweaty.
Flicks off the majority of the dirt. Is like, all right, just hurry up and finish this. God, I'm gonna need new skin after
Do
this,
you
aren't I?
have somewhere to go?
Yes, fucking anywhere really. I need. God, you got the skin all dirty.
Do you steal skin?
I mean, you don't. Sounds like
Would
you're
go
standing
about
outside.
stealing skin.
Oh, it's a very long, drawn-out process. I usually hire other people to do the dirty work for me.
Okay.
He just
No,
kind of
I'm
runs a
easy
finger
enough.
along his face, and he's like, yeah, hella smooth.
Also, that's a funny comment to make to someone covered in scars, sir.
Sounds like you could use some new skin.
She
Could
has
also
aloe
use
vera
to
for
not
that.
live through a zombie apocalypse.
Aloe vera.
I haven't dealt with zombies before, unless you count. He kind of gives a sidewise glance to his group over there. Well, I guess you could count them as zombies.
There were also dragons.
Yeah, no, you're just gradually losing me more and more. You're making it very hard.
Great.
Dragons, zombies.
Has you
werewolves.
noticed that now the trees, instead of being where they originally were, are surrounding us to the point that, like, they're crowding the others?
Let's see. Yeah, he kind of looks around. He's like, huh. It's just me, or are your friends a lot closer than they were a minute ago?
I mean,
Oh,
you
The trees have been
seem
moving towards.
clinically insane.
Oh yeah, no. Thus far, no psychiatrist has been able to successfully determine whether or not I'm insane. It costs a lot of money, but no one's done it yet.
Or at the very least, you have better communication skills than a lot of people. I will give you that.
It's the vocal cords.
Did you steal those too?
Court of
That's
law can't prove a
unfortunate.
thing.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
It is your turn, Lilith.
Yeah. I got distracted.
You could
with
try
talking.
beating him with your trees.
Snark!
Jesus.
this is the harassment.
I would like to go ahead
Sexual
and
harassment speaking in the background.
Uh-huh.
this big boy right here.
Snark!
Kind of just pick him up and start
Fuck up,
poking him.
Ron.
Snark!
Okay.
Then.
Mhm.
It's not a
What
good
do I roll
chance,
for
but
that?
might as well roll to see it. Oh,
Oh my god.
okay.
Roll
Yeah,
hot.
A 6 out of 6 is the only one that triggers it, as the green light flashes around him and the tree fails to grab onto him, as he mutters, "Huh, so that's what it feels like." So pause before you can see Diana seething in place.
Yo, Buck, Ron, anyone who knows a little more about this world, can't you explain that?
Nathan kind of rolls his neck and is like, apparently that's what Royal Guard feels like. Thanks for that, Diana. You're a
Oh,
darling.
Is he
Perfect.
cheating?
Yeah, he basically can copy anything and everything.
How many of you
Not
people do that?
Right. Yeah, he gives a really bright grin and says, "You see, in this world, there's nothing I can't steal." He lunges forward, and for the love of God, roll something above a 10. Nope. He lunges forward, but unfortunately, still ends up missing. His confidence kind of flagging a little bit. He's like, I can steal fucking anything, but I can't hit for shit.
Now I'm
For someone-
mad, and I want to get out my mace, because I have that. So he's gonna sit there and watch my bow transform into a flame.
Interesting.
Hard light
Uh,
flow.
There seems to be a almost joyous spark across his eyes as he says, "Oh, I like that."
I
Before
believe that would be a
very quickly
strength
gets
roll.
bashed into his face. Strength?
Yeah, I
Strength
believe that would be a
melee.
strength roll.
Ugh.
Yeah. As you slam it forwards, he does end up catching it with his hand as he looks it over. I have never seen a weapon like this in my life.
Well,
Man,
while it's in his
Jesus.
hand, I'm gonna turn it into a very sharp sword.
As you do, you can hear the dragging of the blade across the skin, as it seems to scream like steel on steel as he squeezes around it tighter. I want that. In fact, kind of turns his head towards you with a grin. Are you serious? Even at point-blank range, while holding onto your weapon, as he swings the nail blade forward, you lean your entire body backwards, and he misses your face.
It looks like you also stole my terrible aim, which is very fortunate for me.
Hey, that would explain it.
No,
She has
you know what?
killer aim. Don't steal her.
At that, he lets go of your weapon and takes a small step back. Very, very obviously angry. You know what? Fuck it. He extends his arms out and is like, one move, do it. Hit me. Hit me with that.
I swear to God,
thing
if
in your
you
hands.
miss.
You just see Buck
Okay,
right
wait.
behind him, just sweating
You know-
profusely.
You know, which? Okay, I'll let you have a choice, sir. Do you like the bow, the flail, or the bladed nunchucks?
Hun, I don't
I'm-
care. They're all
Nope.
beautiful.
Go ahead and choose. It's all three.
Yes is my answer. Please
Do
do.
all three.
Get near you, so I'm gonna shoot you.
Roll dex.
I'll just
Go
don't
for the
move my
head.
character
You
back a
want-
little bit.
You miss.
But
You miss.
they're explosive.
As the explosive does seem to
Oh, shit.
shift him around, kind of knocking him surprisingly close to Buck. As he's like, hey, sorry about that, effluvium dude. Not my fault. Not trying to kill.
I mean, hey, you're the one who tempted the beast, but you've also seen both. He like looks up at the seriously, seriously, serious. So to explain to all the people around us, her aim is worse than a blind man trying to be given directions by a mute.
She has like a +3 to hit each time.
Like-
does, and
Yeah.
she still
And she still
misses.
somehow manages to miss.
Yes,
And again,
Terrifying.
Nathan, thus far, Nathan hasn't landed a hit either, as he kind of extends his hands outwards. Here's a question, Lilith. You familiar with Kingdom Hearts?
Not at all.
Dang,
Oh,
I was going to make a
God.
reference. But there's a moment where your weapon seems to shimmer for a moment before disappearing and appearing in his hand.
Oh
Oh,
fuck!
no, you still did the key
Rude.
Ain't
Oh,
nothing I
my
can
God.
steal.
You know, I'm going to, before you do anything with that, which is literally my child, I have babied that thing for months. I put time into that. I have thought about that thing in my sleep. I have dreamed about that weapon. I'd like you to
Boys.
understand the emotions you might be provoking in me.
My boys, it's going to return the majesty that is the pimpin' hand.
Oh no.
That he kind of levels the bow at you with a grin. It's like, well, let's see if I stole that aim of yours too. Fucking did.
Efficient.
No,
The arrow goes
you
wide
gotta walk
and
up
ends
there
up
and
detonating
fix that thing.
near you. You can feel the explosive force pushing against you as he misses, as you watch the twitch in his smile. He's like, Are you serious?
being right
Yeah,
in front
here's
of
the
Buck
thing.
just
That's a longbow, and it's taller than I am, and I appear to be very much taller than you. So, it's really hard to aim with, and even with all the practice I have, you can't hit for shit.
Buck
I
just like
noticed.
since he's right in front of Buck, and Buck just like peer out of under his arm and just poke him in the face, going, "Hey, guess what? You stole her aim," and just slowly slouch backwards.
The fact that you could kill me in a second is the only thing that's making me hesitate to say fuck you. Fuck you.
I mean, you
just
could try.
just don't
I
lean
have a
over.
weapon just like hers, and my weapon is much more
He
accurate.
looks back at Lilith. Okay, handy woman. Fucking god damn it! I don't
My
If
name's
you're-
Lilith.
Lilith. Huh?
Go up and slap him.
That
Slap him.
explains so much.
Yeah, just don't put my hand over all and just call it to Lilith. Do it! Do the god pimp!
Lilith's turn again.
Wait,
Joy speaking to you, sir. I really must add that you seem like someone I could have an interesting conversation with, which I can't say for most of my teammates. They just tire me now. But I'd like to explain to you that I am a kind person. In every jump from the beginning, I have built
You
myself.
literally beat a person to death while I sat there dying on the floor next to you.
Not that I want to defend her,
myself
but
a
to be
little
fair,
house.
to
and
be
I
fair,
Just want
Mr.
to have my little house, and these people come along and ruin my little house.
not included in this story. I'm just saying.
To be fair, Mr. Buck, sir, can anyone in this room really say that they didn't stand idly by while someone else bled out? I mean, come on.
Also,
Right.
look, how many times have I saved you?
Literally none.
I have
You
thrown
literally-
aloe vera at you multiple times.
Yes, and someone else in our group could have done the same thing. Oh, so the only thing that of requirement that I can remember you doing as a personal favor and thank you was throwing me biscuit in the middle of my stinking crusade against Magikarp.
As previously stated, I just want a little house. I want a world where I can settle down and not be attacked by zombies. Or Magikarp. Or dragged off to some sort of battle like this.
And why do you stay?
Because these things happen. And I have somehow grown fond of you people. Don't ask how, I don't know. But now, you've made me really, really angry. And you can ask my teammates what I do when I get really, really angry. I say as I stride closer to him. At this point, I'm shouting in his face, and he's probably scared.
Please
Nope,
do.
yeah, please do.
And he and he sees the hand.
The hand or the hand?
Hand. No, my hand, not my sand.
That is the second most terrifying, fourth most terrifying hand that I've ever seen gradually approaching my face.
He sees it raised. As Lilith, with the anger of everything she has lost in all these worlds, because I do pay attention, even though y'all really think I don't. I pay attention.
Roll D20 to swing at him. Or
Roll your
what's it?
strength. Roll your
I'm-
strength.
Praying for you right now.
Get a
Praying.
My
nat
hand.
20.
Is raised, and I backhand him as hard as I can, and
It slams into his shirt, and he just kind of looks down and is like, that was a lot of build-up.
Lilith looks very scared because that didn't work, and she expected it.
You get advantage.
Just clicking as your weapon, or I should say Nathan's weapon, turns into the sword mode. So
You figured out how to do that faster than I did.
oh yeah, it's a lot of fun. As he then finally succeeds, rolling high enough to stab you in the stomach with it.
Ooh. Ooh.
Fuck, it's just...
Ooh.
Huh.
You just hear very pain. Shut the fuck up, Buck, as I yell very loud. I don't know why I'm cursing so much in this episode. But,
oh,
you
that's
know-
gotta hurt.
I prayed for you, girl.
Again
I'm
now?
so sorry.
Yes, you are now able to attempt to backhand him again.
There we go! And this time there's no warning. It's
No.
just out of nowhere.
Look, Lilith.
That was the problem. You tried to do an open palm onto the. You were supposed to go backhanded.
She attempted to backhand the first time.
It's not
He
open
skids off the
palm,
ground. Oh man, that is the third hardest time I have been slapped.
And now I'd like to yank the sword out of my chest and slap some aloe vera on myself.
Do you have any?
Sure,
Add it to the
I
other.
think so.
Add it to the rest of your scars.
roll a flat
Where?
d20 for luck to see if you possess the aloe vera.
If not, like, well, I have a
you
med
have-
kit.
Yeah,
So
you
what
have
do
a
I
med kit.
have in
Do you
there?
have a med kit?
You've got some rubbing alcohol and some bandages.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Why is that what's in there? Can I ask, like, what else do I have here?
Well, Nathan kind of sits up. Huh. Gotta say, honestly,
Oh, I
It
have
hurts
pain relief pills. You see me pop a painkiller, and I'm like, man, I'd like to take these things.
you know, drugs are bad.
Sorry.
Be a thief. Sorry, but I don't take my morals from people who make a habit of stealing things like my weapons.
I mean, you literally tried to steal my weapon a minute ago. You can hear Tanya shout, "My weapon! I stole it first, it still counts."
To be fair, I did plan on returning it to its original owner after injuring you with it. I don't like to keep things that aren't mine.
I literally returned it to you after injuring you with it.
I mean, that's fair.
No, he
I mean,
didn't.
yeah.
He didn't physically
That-
give it
Although
to her.
I have the distinct feeling that wasn't fully your intention, but
That he kind of lunges forward, you not being surprised, but for the first time the first time he's ever managed to actually land a freaking hit with the thing, you feel just the barest glide of the nail blade across your arm.
okay.
That's
So,
not gonna
would
be
you
good.
care to let me in on what that thing does? Because I feel like it's not good after what it did to my pants.
Well, it kind of depends. Oh, he looks at the thing and says, "Let's see. If my ancient Zoroastrian is correct, which is not, it's a good thing I stole this from Tanya. That curse was debilitating paralysis. Roll endurance.
You know,
If you
actually,
get a
that's
nat
not
20.
even.
Oh my god.
Your entire body feels like it seizes up for a moment. It's agonizingly painful, and that's about it. You can still move. As he's like, "Again, are you serious?"
I'm
Stab
gonna attribute this to spending so much time with Buck and all of his, like, random poison shit.
Tanya,
That's true.
Hey,
Tanya, it's fucking broken. Yeah, and then Tanya scoffs like, yeah, because it's not yours. You can't steal divine power, dipshit. Oh god, no, I stole that divine power. Oh my god, I'm a thief. She then appears to sulk visibly as Nathan sighs.
Stab him.
Go ahead. No, well, I mean, I guess it's kind of a combination. I'm gonna beat your head in with a flail.
Yeah, that's basically the flail
Combination.
slap. Jesus Christ. Fine, do it.
Well, you're so-
He then raises his
Oh my
cheek up.
God.
It impacts against him rather limply. Kind of sighs. I'm sorry. Are we both incompetent? I could have sworn I was competent. I thought I was.
Oh,
I
me
have killed a
too.
lot.
It's a good thing I'm significantly harder to kill than it looks like. Actually, you know what? No, I look like I'd be pretty hard to kill. Never mind. I'm just hard to kill.
there's a
Shit
reason I
fist.
call people morons.
Shit fist.
Honestly, I thought we were competent. I thought this was going to be an interesting, hard battle between the two of us, as I just keep stealing things. I thought I was going to steal your abilities, and your effects, and your weapons. and
So
you were
was
going
my bad aim, you idiot.
Yeah, apparently I stole your... Apparently that's what I did.
You don't even know all of my abilities. You can't steal what you don't know.
I recommend looking at the chat.
I love them both. I love this. I love everything about this right now.
So beautiful.
What's wrong with you people?
No, I'm not making fun of you. I love this. You guys are.
This is so beautiful.
Wait.
I hate you all.
You know what would be funny though? They both have super bad aim. They come together, somehow are able to have a child by a pure accident. That child would have the most miraculous aim ever because both two negatives make a positive.
But you see, Ron.
That's not how
You see,
genetics
Ron.
work.
See, Ron, they would just yeet the child over the building so that they wouldn't. We would never know.
You know what? You know what? Fuck this. He walks forward. That's what he's going to roll an nat 20 on, huh?
No.
Sorry, not an nat 20. That's what he's going to roll and hit with. He wraps his arm around Lilith in a hug, and she's like, okay, see? Now we can't miss. By the end
Oh
of this hug,
my
one of us is
God.
going to be dead.
I'm going to kill him. No, that's not how this works.
Shove your knee
kiss him.
into his
Can't
nuts.
No. Okay.
You
What do
can't
I
miss.
have that's fun to kill him with? Oh my.
Shove
Do
your
it.
knee into his nuts.
Do it.
You know. Thank you, Sin. I'm
Make
gonna
it so
knee him in the nuts because Lilith is panicked. Lilith doesn't like to be touched.
This is a guaranteed hit, but I'll have you roll strength to determine how much how impactful the kick is.
Please,
Nat
please,
20.
dice,
Please,
favor
that's
me.
what- Oh my
Oh
god.
my. Oh.
You can, for a moment, you could swear you hear the sound of a teapot at its absolute highest heat, but then you realize it's coming out of his mouth. It's like,
And then immediately she shoves him away from her, which means he's now on the ground.
He's currently laying on the ground. It's like, well, it's a good thing I'm not allergic to, because they're in my goddamn throat now.
Well, you realize that Lilith is a lesbian, right? Like, look at that character and tell me she's not.
There is no reason to. There's nothing sexual behind the hug. I literally just wanted one of us to finally land a fucking it.
Yeah, that's
Succeeded in
the-
that.
Yeah, see, I won. I'm competent. I could do the thing. Oh god, I'm gonna throw up. Yeah, that kind of shifts over.
Yeah.
Not even my testicles.
Y'all understand that
I'm
Lilith
sorry,
is
what?
based off of me, which means Lilith is just
Yeah,
Wait a
traumatized.
minute. What
Wait,
did you
hang on,
just say?
Hang on. Roll that one back again.
Yeah, Nathan kind of slowly tries to stand up, but it's Lilith's turn again because obviously he loses around to that.
Okay,
Say it
Okay.
wasn't his
Close
nuts.
again.
I'm going
Touch kick.
to go ahead and walk over because he can't do anything to me right now. and place my foot on his chest and attempt to stab him.
Where do you stab him?
Throat.
In the dick.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Roll dex for aim.
Jesus
Holy
Christ.
So it goes right into his throat, as you can clearly see that he's now unable to resist.
No, I feel kind of bad. We
Elvira,
would have been friends if you weren't such an asshole.
Should we? Is he going to die? I don't want him to die. He's funny.
His hands seem to grasp weakly into the air before turning into both of them, the bird, as he flips you off.
Could somebody save him? I
Thanks,
don't want him
buddy.
to die.
Really wish we could have been friends. Like, if you'd like to come join us, I'll pull this out and save.
He points to his mouth as he attempts to mouth something.
Could you pull
Unfortunately,
out that sword?
But
Burbling out blood makes it really difficult to
I
be able to read
I
his
think
lips.
that's
I
him
pull it out,
forfeiting.
he should be fine.
Pull out,
Abigail?
The aloe vera.
pull out blood. He wipes it away from his mouth and slowly mouths it so that you can see. And you read his lips as he says, "There ain't nothing I can't."
Oh.
Let's see.
Really?
What is
Really?
he stealing now? Oh my
That's
God.
21. As there's a momentary shift, as suddenly you have a very difficult time breathing, as his thing begins to heal. As he's like,
No.
just man, if I hadn't had my
Wow.
own windpipe, I wouldn't have been able to steal it. Of course, I think you have a regeneration effect, don't you?
I do.
Nice.
I'll be fine. But I
Well,
would like a
fine,
tree
matter of
to
speaking.
toss him as high into the air as that tree can.
I just realized I've been forgetting to activate Royal Guard this entire time, which means he doesn't get to roll Royal Guard for any of the other ones.
Oh my
Guess what a
God.
6 does? He bats the tree away and light in the green light. He's like, "Wow, I am really glad I stole that."
Fox just kind of like sitting there going,
You're really, you remind me of someone.
That's not a
I'm
sentence
gonna-
I like hearing.
Like, just your personality in general. You remind me of someone. It makes me very mad. So, I don't know why you're alive still. I think it's in another world. But,
I think this is rude.
now you need to die.
How the hell did you manage to regenerate a windpipe that fast?
Don't worry about it.
Really hard
I'm worried
to
about it.
kill.
I'm actually very worried about it right now. Excessively worried.
See,
Ripping
you
out
remember when they told you I was hard to kill?
Hey, can I stab you with my nail?
No.
No.
Well, I'm still gonna try.
Mhm.
So it is Lilith's turn, by the way.
Okay. Oh, is it still my turn? I thought the tree took up my turn.
Oh right. Yeah. Okay. That-
He used his turn
You're-
to. No, he
You're
didn't.
welcome for being honest. I could have,
Hey, no, apparently it doesn't matter
Not
as he swipes with the nail and misses. You know what? This is the most time I've ever missed a block.
emotional distress, buddy.
No, I think it's you.
Well, I never said the emotional distress wasn't caused by me.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
if I could have one request, this liver was really expensive, so could you aim anywhere else?
How much of this stuff did he
Both know
buy?
my aim isn't that dependable.
You know what? I believe that. Aim for my liver, ma'am. It's the only place it'll be safe.
I hit. I'd like to shoot him with my gun again.
That's a dex,
Roll
right?
dex.
HP does this dude have left? How is he looking?
Aside from all of the blood, he actually doesn't look too bad. It's
bit.
kind of someone
Okay. I this one now, and he's this one.
You're doing what?
Switched. We're in opposite bodies now, right?
opposite body.
Because he stole my body when I stabbed him.
No.
Oh no, he stole
He
your
stole your.
windpipe.
Oh, he just stole my. For some reason, I thought he just stole my whole body.
Yeah, no, you. All you lost was your windpipe.
Okay.
And then promptly regained. So what are you shooting?
They have a better windpipe now. So you know what? Yeah, I went ahead. I'll aim for the face.
It blasts right inside as you can see that it actually does sink into the skull as he kind of stumbles back. Oh god. Kind of leans forward. You can see the bullet halfway sticking out of the skull itself. A couple small bleeding profuse. So he's like, fucking no. Well, you know what? Last move. One move. I'm tired. All of this. I kill people. That's my deal. I steal them. I steal the people and their bodies and their chunks. This hair isn't even mine.
Ew.
So you know what? Fine. One last move, and I'm giving up if this fucking misses. Lunges forward and slams the nail blade into, say, 21. So he's aiming right for the torso. Sinks in as he rips it out violently.
Oh.
Do I need to roll endurance again?
You do need to roll endurance. 2 endurance rolls. The first one is less important than the second, so you'd better hope that that second one is really high.
Oh my god.
Oh, thank the Lord!
Yeah. So as he rips it out, your body does manage to very rapidly repair itself.
Which is actually fine. Even if my body I can't move, I have a hand and all of the trees.
Yeah. Does rapidly repair itself. And fortunately for you, the actual poison itself continues to not affect you whatsoever. But as he flicks it off of his hands, he's like, all right. Okay. Curses. It's not me saying it's a problem. I mean that's the ability of this thing. How much do you know of the legend of the Qliphoth?
Literally nothing. Go ahead and inform me while you die.
Wow, very polite of you. Thank you. It prevents healing. In other words, normally, he points at your rapidly repairing stomach, that doesn't happen. But guess what? In about a few seconds, he looks at his non-existent watch before slowly falling onto his back. Okay. Your healing factor is going to be turned off in a minute, and I'm forfeiting before you take all of your frustration about that off on me. You can't kill me now. I win. Whoever we fight next doesn't have to deal with your healing factor. Why can't I move my limb?
Listen, you think I'm mean. I understand that. However, I'm not nice to people I like being around, so take it as a compliment. You're an asshole.
Thank you.
Alright, well, you won by
That was
him
one of the most enjoyable battles that I have ever been in.
You have thus far
won by being super stubborn.
Yeah, you've defeated 3 opponents and lost only 1 member.
You know me very well. Are you telling me that's not how I've gotten through my entire life?
I mean, that's fair. It's very fair.
I literally still only talk to you because I was too stubborn to stop.
That's true. Alright, well, you look like you're about to go toe-to-toe with the devil in the door next door, so I guess it's my turn. While, Robin here is going to think of a battle strategy that doesn't involve her painfully dying, and, hey, buddy boo, I start poking her on. You, not dead? You dead? You existing? You not existing? Do I need to kick you?
Wait, he's still wearing my mask. Why did James hand you this? You'd be fine. As Buck rips the mask off your face. Why did he hand you this? Did he think I was gonna, like, be more explosive? You know what? That's fair. As he puts it kind of on the back. You'll probably need it later anyway.
Yeah. It seems like Tanya's getting ready to step forward for a moment before the woman in black stops. Well, we'll save you for an actual threat. As she steps forward.
Ouch. That hurts my pride. I don't have much, but that hurts my pride. Anybody see this pride hurting here?
She gestures vaguely towards Buck. He was, of course, allowed snakes. So I believe that means that if you happen to possess a swarm-type stand, there are no rules against using it. I hope you have no issue with this.
No, I have no problem. What's their AC?
Hers is
is...
Oh dear.
So sized hornets have 12.
I'm sorry, you cut out on the very half of that, so I just heard massive size hornets, and I am very
Yeah.
scared.
Just think of them as kind of like they are 3-foot tall hornets with stingers that compose half their body length
So
as
what
they
was
are
her AC?
flying in the air. Her AC is 10,
Oh.
theirs is 12.
So Beedrill, got it.
Alright, that's gonna... have I mentioned
She
I
gets-
don't like killer hornets?
My name is, and ignore the obvious. It's a coincidence, I assure you. My name is Beatrice, and I'm here to dispose of you.
Oh, that.
Oh,
Oh.
that's why.
That's why
As you
what?
hear Buck scream that in the background. Yeah, so the guy Doug, the guy that's living in my warehouse and is a lovely, lovely little guy. His dog tried to bite my leg off, and honestly, I find that really endearing. He's terrified of this lady. Now I understand why. Or is it Tanya he's scared of? I frankly don't remember.
You can hear Samuel call out, he actually has a terror of most of the individuals in this area, right? Which, when you think about it, is fair.
I mean, I think, broke 2 of your people?
Oh yes, Tiffany and Chelsea are not very combat oriented. No offense. You can see that Tiffany kind of scuffs at that while Chelsea kind of pulls off the blanket and scalp. Surprisingly, it's absolutely perfect shape, though her skin is...
Hey! Your face isn't melted off anymore. That thing.
This is gonna hurt.
When I hurt people.
This
I
is
don't-
gonna hurt a lot.
Actually,
Are you
This is gonna
serious?
hurt so
She's
much.
the one who gets the 20. Oh, whoops. Did not mean to do that.
That worked.
No, it's...
This is gonna hurt a lot, I feel.
probably.
It's fine going second. Good.
10, 12, what's the third? 19. This is gonna hurt so much.
To be fair, you don't really have to move to attack, they do.
1v4. This is gonna be so much fun.
Beatrice chooses to delay her turn until after her bees test out your defense, as B2 surges towards you, launching its stinger right at you. Or not really launching its stinger, but flying towards you,
Jesus
trying to
Christ.
sheath its stinger. It drives right into your thigh.
Using my stoic ability, I'm going to look at it.
Cool, they all hit.
Son of a donkey's uncle.
So your thigh, one of your arms, and your torso have now been stabbed with foot-long needles.
You know, I would say this is incredibly painful because it is, but, ouch.
Fortunately, despite the fact that they should be dealing a lot more damage, they don't seem to hit very hard. That she kind of raises an eyebrow. You're not panicking.
Should I be? You have 3 giant bugs who are all about to die right in front of me. You got them very close. Thank you for that.
She
by the way.
shrugs. She's like, well, I suppose I don't really care. And just simply sits down on the ground. Feel free to do however you wish.
Alright. Oh,
I'm
sorry.
sure that everything will be perfectly fine.
Okay. Let me just look at my weapons here.
She's
let's
currently just sitting there staring at you.
Yeah. I have a bunch of weapons. I'm gonna pull out my silent chainsaw that's just on my wrist and just sweep it.
Okay. So strength for the first one. Tries to get through the chitinous body of the first one. It manages to dig heavily into the chitin and not reach through the natural armor.
It's not going very far.
Beatrice kind of tilts her head. Neat. Bee number 2, once again, continues trying to... Well, actually, it tries to pull itself out of you, but unfortunately, it's stuck. It is currently lodged.
Let me list these things' names so we know which ones they are.
The second one is it attempts to pull out. That would be B1. As there's a loud crackling, snapping sound as the entire rips off embedded in your chest as it stumbles backwards before collapsing to the ground. Oh. Well, I see that you haven't skipped working out your chest. That's a first. She appears to have pulled out a small novel and is reading it.
I'm sorry, are you reading a book while we were fighting?
The other one is similarly stuck as she kind of looks up a little bit. She's like, Oh, yes, I needed something to entertain me. And then looks back to the book. I'm not a frontline fighter.
I want to once again shrink my chainsaw, grab these 2 bees, and just crush them together.
Okay, roll a strength roll. Let me tell you, this is a bad idea, but it's too late. You've already... A 6.
God,
you are unable... What happens is that as you shake them violently, their stingers start shredding more and more of your skin because you just grabbed things that were stuck in your body and then tried to slam them together.
It's a fair point. That was probably a bad idea.
You do not feel great. You feel very woozy, actually. As Beatrice kind of looks up a little bit, frowning. She kind of pulls out a gun and just casually shoots and ends up missing. She's like, oh no. I appear to have missed. She continues aiming it at you while looking back at her book.
Are you even trying?
No. I mean, I could ask the same thing of you, but I think the answer is no on both counts. The first bee is still stuck, good lord. And the second bee manages to rip itself out of you in a very painful manner as you hear its buzzing get louder. You can see that from the blood dripping off it seems to slowly be turning green now. Oh, good.
Poison.
That one's finished eating. It's ready to continue.
That's a disturbing thought. I'm gonna boomstick in the face.
Okay, that's just a dex. You a huge chunk of its torso as it kind of ends up sputtering to the ground. Green fluid sputtering out all around it. Oh no. Beatrice kind of looks back up. The next shot lands right into your chest, managing to shoot right into one of the holes where the hornet had previously made a thing, as you feel it break right through one of your ribs, splintering chunks of bone around.
Oh.
You are now having even more trouble breathing.
Oh, this is... Oh, boy. Oh.
Go after the main girl. Ignore them.
Yeah,
Oh,
that Beatrice kind of raises an eyebrow. To be frank, in fact, all 3 of the previous combatants should have been able to deal with such a simple assault at this point. The snake one, Buck, would have disintegrated my hornets by now. It's a good thing I chose to take down this weak link instead of letting Diana.
Shit, I forgot that I have my stand.
Waste your time. Yep.
Keep forgetting that I have a stand.
Not wasting her time on you. It is stuck. It's still stuck. It's a 50-50 chance. How did it just fail 5 times? But hey,
right.
The dice...
As it's still inside of me, I'm going to throw my miniature tank into the air as it goes into a full-size tank and grab it with my stand.
Your stand appears as Beatrice's eyes widen and she looks away from the book.
I'm gonna throw the sucker.
Roll dex.
Do you like tanks? 'Cause I do.
There's a momentary pause as let me... Oh my god. You can well, in the end, it only appears for scant moments in front of her before a frankly ludicrous torrential pouring of blood explodes across the entire area as the Hornet is instantly crushed. And Beatrice, you can't really see her from the angle that you're sitting at, but you can hear the low muttered of, "Oh, shit."
Oh, can I?
You what?
Fuck. I want to portal it back to him so that he can catch it again. But that won't technically be interfering, right? Because I'm playing on my own? No, that would be interfering.
I mean, you could technically... Well, I don't actually know if the tank moved anywhere. If it hit the ground, technically you can't grab
You
it.
threw it, right? So
Yeah.
it's not near you anymore.
Yeah, it's on the ground. It's no longer being thrown at him, so he can't catch it with Stardust Speedway.
Mhm.
I mean,
Nope, that's the
before
wrong
it
stand.
fell.
Shooting stars.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, you could potentially have done that if you want.
You
Do
could
I
just
know
throw it
that
at,
this
like...
is against the rules?
You know that
Drop
it's supposed to be
the tank on top of him?
You know that it's supposed to be one-on-one fight.
So just don't
Hmm.
look at her, it's just
Your
be
choice.
like... That
don't
was
think I
for my
can.
insides. They're in a lot of pain.
She kind of looks over her shoulder. Johan, what the shit? That was a North Korean tank. Why was there a North Korean tank on his wrist?
I'm gonna say,
Johan
oh
kinda
fuck,
gives
she knew.
a casual shrug. It's like, well, you really should learn to expect the unexpected, Beatrice. Not everyone plays by your rules. Some of us brought a tank.
It's not the only strange thing you'll see today.
Seriously, you went into that way overconfident, lady. I don't even know all this dude's abilities, and I would not go into a fight. Unbeknownst to me, well, I did twice, and I mentally scarred 2 people, but that's besides the fact. Yeah, I don't know all his abilities. The only person who has any inkling of what that guy can do is the girl next to me, and no offense to her, she terrifies me a little bit.
Once again,
As a
she
rabbit that
shoots,
implodes.
but it goes wild. She appears
Did I
to
catch the
be...
bullet?
No, she missed.
Ah, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm
And she kind
going...
of frowns.
Oh yeah, the bee is still there.
Could we say that we got more than one tank?
Once again, the Hornet breaks apart, and no, that would be a bit too much.
Come on, it's North Korea. They can fucking steal anything.
Alright, so is that bee
Once
dead
again,
too?
because another nat 1 on the part of the Hornet causes it to shred itself as it falls apart, and Beatrice sighs.
Your bees
Well-
are not having a fun time.
No, I'm not entirely sure how, in good sweet God's name, you have managed to successfully kill them with your goddamn pecs. But hey, you live, you learn.
You know what's also about as fun as a tank? A car. Would you like to see one up in person?
Neat.
Great car.
Or throw my car into the air and
Great car.
then throw
Right
it
next
at her.
You manage to slam it very solidly into the tank as it very nearly smacks against her, but again, there's a tank between the two of you.
Oh, come on, draw it. It's not
Damn,
fair. He didn't
my
know
tank
where it
didn't move
was.
Far enough.
I mean,
Oh,
I
she-
explicitly stated
Oh yeah. So there's not a
Here.
tank right there.
because it was originally blocking your view, and she had
Mhm.
ducked to the side. So when you impact again, well, there's now a chunk of tank missing because shooting stars has a really good throwing arm.
Did it move too close to her? Like, did it spook her?
Oh yeah, spooked the bejesus out of her, as now they appear to have skewed over to that side, as she's now eyes wide, kind of stuck, not really moving.
Cars are fun, aren't they?
Semi truck. I'm gonna say semi truck.
So,
I'm not sure if this is what to ask, but how many more of those do you have?
Well, I have a semi-truck on here. I just gestured to my keychain. I got 16 wheel on here. You want to see that? And then I got like a mini car. I got like one of those like mini cars. You know,
Did
one
you
of
just
those
say
two-
the entire
two-seaters.
car lot?
No, I got those 3. I got the 16 wheeler. I got the minivan, and I
Would've
got the
stolen
little
whole
buggy.
car lot.
You know, I'll be honest, fighting against you was the only enemy I thought I could handle. Big Hand Woman is going to easily be capable of crushing my Hornets within a moment. The one who lost obviously doesn't matter anymore. The man who Corrode's existence around him is obviously a bad mixture for melee fighters, and I don't know why, but something about that woman with the portals has really had me on edge ever since I saw the security footage.
Wait, which one? Like, which security footage did you see? Which country?
The time where you sent Goliath all the way to the Taj Mahal.
Excuse
Oh,
me?
right. And that fucker brought her back.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my sword breaker, which is also a rifle, and rub the
She just kinda
grenade launcher.
I give up. I have determined that there is no enemy that I can defeat, except potentially the unconscious one that already lost. Wonderful.
Your bees are very mean.
She points directly at Buck. This is your fault, young man. I don't like one-on-one battle. I lose one-on-one battles. I wanted to win this. You are,
It's not my.
as the children say, a daft cunt.
If I may interject, and if no one minds me saying this, literally, you probably should have been the first one to fight, because James is against what was. By the way, why did you people have to kill him? Like, seriously, why did you go for the neck? But anyway, that's something else. You do realize you could have killed him because he doesn't know all of my abilities, or he didn't. He didn't know that he had literal puke that, like puke, not really puke, kind of like a secondary set of lungs type.
Because
dealy.
we've seen that you can turn yourself into snakes, and if you can turn yourself into snakes, how is a hornet stabbing in between the snakes going to deal damage?
Simple. You find the head.
Just pick up my tank.
You're a very complicated man.
Thanks.
Never
Just pick
Oh,
up
I
my
know.
tank. Gonna pick up my car.
Kind of a low, as Johan says. All right,
Okay.
I suppose. Big guns. She grins. Literally throw.
Larry, what?
He skids across the ground.
Are you okay, young man?
Emotionally or
we're-
physically? The answer's no either way.
How did he look when he
What
fell?
about mentally? Because technically that's not emotionally or physically.
My mind is very
Is it full of anime?
You know, I want to dignify that with an answer.
Get farther away from me, please?
This man right here.
See, you asked me to walk
is-
further away, so I'm going to say no.
Okay, well, on
Does
you.
I'm pretty sure that I now want to be as close to you as I physically can.
Oh, then we're going on a trip together.
Trip on a favorite
You're going on a
rocket
trip.
ship. What's this dude's name?
Going on a
AC?
trip in a
Guys,
favorite
tell-
rocket ship.
His AC is actually just a flat 10. He's really easy to hit.
All right. What's his name?
Kind of scratches the back of his head. Tony. Scratches the back of his head. Okay. Well, this isn't fine. This isn't fine at all. Kind of looks up, annoyed. So, just to be sure, you're involving me in something that I don't want to be a part of, right?
I mean,
Technically.
mm-hmm.
Initiative mark.
Oh, there's a coloration on my thing real quick. There we go.
I mean, do you?
Watch
Yeah,
anime for
21.
blatant wish
Too late.
fulfillment.
Hey, you already took a 14 initiative. You get to take a 21
that was a
now?
Robin.
14 was yours. Yeah, I clicked your initiative button. That button automatically assigns you your initiative, but because we both ended up clicking it at almost the same time, I'm giving you the higher of the two, which was
Mhm.
yours.
Yeah.
As you can see, it even says Robin in the table.
Yeah. It's also different numbers.
Can you get a token out for Totodile? He's gonna be already out.
Oh.
I don't have it.
I probably do. Give me just a minute. Does anyone know a number for Totodile off their top of their heads?
Right off the top of my head, I don't. I think it was 158. Because he's
There
the
you
That's
go.
adorable. But yeah.
he's the water starter of
Shockingly,
JoJo,
I don't
which
have a
would put-
Totodile. But I can get one.
Alright, just place
Mm-hmm. Just place them right there.
that something begins to hover around what appears to be a tiny floating fetus.
A what?
You heard
I
me.
didn't know we were turning into boss.
A tiny floating
Yeah,
fetus?
Kind of.
Oh my god, my audio.
It's
I
currently
apologize.
surrounded by some sort of semi-fluid bubble as it hovers. He doesn't actually seem to take. Control both of them on the same turn.
I give him a peace sign, and then I eat a vanished seed, and I just
Kind of raises an eyebrow. An invisible.
wait.
Interesting.
I'm gonna move, of course, because I'm invisible.
Mhm.
So, 1, 2.
He just kind of scratches the back of his head.
Is that to eat it? Is that a swift act?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that you just sprinted off doing a Joestar family tech.
Awesome. What did I was going to do for power? What the fuck? Well, let me look up what that does. Again.
Alright. He'll be added in just a second. Should probably be looking at your sheet. I think it increases your something by something. There's the Totodile. Such a cute hand. I don't want.
Oh, inflicts damage, then lowers the user's attack and defense stat by 1.
We'll say Totodile is the same stat.
Inflicts
same
damage.
AC as you do.
What did you say the move was? The name of it?
Superpower.
Let's see.
It's a TM he can learn. Is that the right one?
Superpower,
only one
Hydro
of
Pump,
each,
Dragon
right?
Claw, Ice Beam. Yep. That should be your moves. Should we give him 14 AC?
Totodile?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Totodile, yeah.
14.
Also,
As it-
1 second. Also, because if I have the synchronized souls for my partner is nearby, he has 2 times the HP and stamina recovery, and deals 1.5 more damage.
Yeah, I'm going to say
Mhm.
increase AC by 1 because that obviously for the same reason that we had to nerf double tap, doubling everything is a bit.
Yeah.
And we can talk mentally to each other, and he is sentient and knows
Smart.
you
human
have-
language.
Do you have Pokeglot?
She got it
Ew.
from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
First one.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to communicate with them, but as the attack hits Tony, it seems to instead hit some sort of weird shell around him. The shell of the same fluid around the tiny fetus, as you notice that its eyes appear to begin to open up.
But what does this shell look like, and how does it interact?
It seems almost like it's made of some sort of viscous fluid. Tony scowls over at the Totodile and says, "All right, looks like this is going to happen. Thanks for the attack." Kind of snaps his fingers. Awaken, baby. As a high-pitched scream seems to emit from the fetus. The echo of it is, it hurts.
Oh my god, it's Justin Bieber's baby.
That is the name of the song. Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, no.
High-pitched scream before
no.
the fetus seems to glow with a bright light. Everything going white for a moment before you notice that despite still having a malformed head, in the place of the fetus creature is now an absurdly jacked tall creature instead.
What kind?
It is not happy looking, and I don't have its token yet because drawing jacked things is really freaking hard.
Well, that's disturbing.
standing at about 8'6", this titan of freaking shredded beef is currently towering over the Totodile with abnormally long, malformed arms. It does not appear to be able to speak, and its eyes, despite being wide open, seem to keep darting around in every direction, as Tony just kind of waves his hand over towards the Totodile. Tony himself does not move, standing instead in the amniotic shell, as you hear the high-pitched scream come from the giant tower of muscle again, as it lunges forward at Totodile. But unfortunately, unable to see very clearly with its eyes shifting around all over the place, it ends up missing, driving into the ground and taking pretty solid hold just with the force of its blows as it punches the ground repeatedly. Not there.
This makes me deeply uncomfortable.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. So, big gun's coming out.
Tony, of course, does pull out a small handgun, which he thinks is big.
Oh.
How are you going to educate him today?
Don't say anything, and then a huge portal opens up above him and his family. And it's actually, it's only going to be about 5 feet up from him. I guess I should move it down a little bit.
Hey, look. I see what you're doing there.
Yeah? No, you don't. Or do you? And then,
No, I'm talking about Kane.
Yeah.
That's me.
I see what you're doing there.
Yeah, since doing that. But yeah, so 5 feet above him.
very long.
Yeah, light is obviously going to be changing slightly in terms of it as he kind of looks up, confused.
And then there's lava pouring down as fast as liquid falls to the ground. 5 foot
It's not
from him.
very fast.
Yeah, as
And
it impacts.
Totodile moves off. Totodile moves back 2 spaces.
It seems to surround the amniotic shell as it begins to cover and spread into the pool area. Totodile obviously retreating as some of the lava reaches the tightened up muscle, and you can hear the screaming get even louder.
Totodile.
I'm so
It's
concerned.
Totodile's turn.
Mhm.
Totodile is going to use screaming, huh? From who?
What?
Graymiha?
Wait, no, so sorry. So before I started to pick out an ability, you said that one was screaming?
Yes, the Titan of Flesh is screaming because its leg is in the lava.
Oh my god.
Its leg is. Did not
Yes.
underneath the portal?
It was not, because it tried to attack.
Yeah.
It missed and drove itself into an adjacent portion of the ground.
Oh, I'm so
Okay.
concerned for this.
Given that you're in a giant, not exactly dome-shaped thing, but the lowest point is lower, only its legs are currently submerged in lava, though more lava is coming out.
I know this Pokemon. Or no, that's a fucking stand. That's a stand,
So,
isn't it?
yeah, it's just that's a placeholder image.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's just jacked as hell.
Yeah. Though all of its muscles appear malformed, and anyone with any understanding of medical knowledge would probably be questioning every single fact about its internal structure.
Oh my god.
Oh lord.
Looking at my abilities. I'll look back at these because I just did them.
You wanna look at what?
The abilities that Totodile can do.
Mm-hmm. He has Hydro Pump, he has
Reading
Ice
it real fast.
Beam, Superpower, and something else. Dragon Claw, I think.
Ice
Yeah.
Beam, let's see what it does.
Ice Beam is Laser Beam of Ice. Which is
Yeah.
kind of creepy if you think about it.
Might as well do that. Ice Beam.
Okay, what are you ice beaming?
Ice Beaming the stand.
Okay.
Totodile.
Yeah, as it hits against the stand, you can see it begin to flail even more, particularly as the lava surrounding its leg hardens rapidly due to the temperature change.
And that's my turn. That's 2 things that I did.
However, the more that it screams and flails, the angrier it gets, its body going from a general pale color to rapidly getting red and bigger.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Can I
It is
tell?
getting angry.
It gets angry and then gets bigger, or from
Angry
the
and
damage it gets bigger?
Angry and bigger.
The angrier it gets, the bigger it gets.
See how fucking big it can get then.
Oh
Alright.
my god.
Yeah, you can see that some of the lava appears to be getting displaced slightly, as your knowledge of tactics is and basic, physics is able to tell. The amniotic bubble appears to be shifting slightly as he tries to move, and of course, because of the nature of lava, he can only move 1 square per at all.
He's so slow.
Oh, it's a
Meanwhile,
dome, right?
Hmm?
Go ahead.
yeah, the
Dome.
dome is moving
Yes.
as the large creature immediately swings its giant slab of beef it calls at Totodile.
Totodile, you can do it.
Of course, in its blind panic, it still manages to miss again, though the detonation of the surrounding area does mean that some of the random bits of dirt, not lava, because it didn't hit the lava, do end up spattering across Totodile's body harmlessly, just getting him a little.
He's dirty now.
Robin and Totodile.
Totodile just will use the one that I used before, which was
Superpower?
superpower again.
Okay.
Being physical.
He's seen
Yeah.
physical damage.
Impacts, the thing's immobilized pretty much because of the way that it's stuck in the ground, so it does impact. And surprisingly, it does seem to shrink for just a small moment, getting a little less red, but then it restores back to its physical. The more it gets hit, the angrier it gets and the stronger it gets. But superpower decreases its strength anyway.
By attack, yeah, and defense.
Yeah. So what ends up happening is they basically cancel each other.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
useful.
All
he does
right.
not. He experiences no gains.
I
Even lift, bro.
moved.
Mhm.
And I can see the distortion in the dome, but it's being covered by, I guess, lava
A
stream or
lot
something.
of lava.
You can
Alright.
see where the dome must be in order to account for the way that everything's moving.
I am going to make a portal and right below his. And because that's where the dome circle should be, I'm theoretically saying if the dome doesn't circle entirely his body and stops at the ground, because I can't see through the lava, unfortunately. But I'm going to grab out my grenade that is wrapped with 3 sticks of dynamite and drop it in there.
Okay. As it's dropped through, there's a momentary pause before the detonation, and you can see that the large creature seems to stop in place.
I turn off my portals
Yeah.
after that.
That it begins to shake. The screaming has stopped entirely.
Oh, is that a baddie?
Oh?
I don't know if he's alive or dead.
Yeah.
I know
It slowly turns its head towards you, now completely ignoring Totodile as it just keeps growing.
Oh my.
can't see me.
Its eyes are very randomly whirling around. It's definitely not using its eyes to look for you.
Bigger, huh? Let's fucking do this shit. Okay.
It takes a step forward, and its massive weight causes a huge amounts of the lava to get flooded outward. Fortunately, Tanya protects the remainder of her team by just randomly walking forward and driving her hand into the ground. A large collection of stone rising up as she kind of scowls.
Jesus.
How does Totodile respond to the incoming lava wave?
Well,
Because as it steps down, the lava is going to spread outwards, and I'm going to be asking how the team also responds. But right now, Totodile is the closest to where the lava is coming from.
I'll have him say run not towards me, but run, south.
Run what?
south, run,
Yeah, run down.
Yeah. Fortunately, it's a speedy little bugger and does manage to escape the Lilith, Steven, Ron,
I don't want to
and
drop
Buck.
a tank in front of us. On its side.
Well, I mean, my guy's still basically dead at the moment. I mean, he's having a lot of recovery because he might have brain damage after this, but you don't know.
It's true.
Might have had brain damage before this freaking motorcycle. But yeah, this tank basically prevents the lava flow, and while it is uncomfortably hot, that's pretty much it.
Mhm.
How does
Megan?
Yes, Robin.
Robin? How does Robin handle
How's
the income?
he handling this right now? Is he near the wall? Stepping in it?
Yes, he is stepping in it. As you notice that chunks of his skin are rapidly blackening, but appear to be
Oh.
developing some sort of chitinous covering.
That is so creepy.
It's okay.
Also, as you can tell from the way it's stepping and the way lava is pouring around, there's no more dome.
No, it was just kind of flowing to flow. Alright. Free action, turn off the portal.
The flow of lava is now gone. It all just kind of pools around.
It's a lot of lava.
Go.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to have, what's the range for Totodile doing Ice Beam still?
Pretty much the entire map, really. It's just the
Okay.
further away, the less likely it is it's going to hit.
Get him a little closer. Lava
Just
doesn't go that.
The lava doesn't go very far, but it's standing in it, and it can stomp pretty hard. That's why Totodile went to the safe distance, where even if it stomps again, the lava won't reach it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Dokie dokie. Thinking. Is he like 20 foot across? I bet his shoulders would.
He's freaking huge.
He's a big boy.
Speaking
Yeah,
of, I
big boy.
actually do have to roll his initiative,
15. Nice.
because he's now moving on his own instead of under the directions of his master.
The dome is gone.
Yes, there is no more dome.
The fuck is the dude?
I think
I
he
would
might be
describe him
dead.
as a cross between chunky meat soup and crispy crispy toast.
Wait, there's no way I killed him because the
You
stand is
dropped
still
a
here.
grenade in his tiny portal.
The dude is still here.
Hey, Buck, you still here?
Yep.
Obviously I can go for the obvious one in part 5, but do you remember the one in part 3?
Let's see.
It was Polnareff versus, I think, was it Tower? Tower of Grey? Or was that the bug?
I don't remember the part 3 people as well.
Yeah.
But even if you said part 5, I would still understand that, yeah, this is a stand that's automatic and doesn't need its
Did
user
you
to be
kill
alive.
that guy?
Not my fault if he's dead.
My guess is that Tower basically, once the stand is done its thing, the user comes back, or is it the matter of, dead is dead.
Yeah.
Stand once ever.
Goliath appears to be holding his Nokia, and you notice his lips are pursed. Well, I don't know how to count this. Do we want to rule this her win? Or,
Do you want me to do one last thing? I don't know. I mean,
Johan
I killed
kind of-
him.
Johan shrugs and is like, well, the way I see it, the stand is a part of your soul. His soul is still participating in the battle. If I was disconnected from my own body and I had to, say, haunt someone to continue stabbing my opponents, I would say I'm still in combat. Therefore, good luck, young miss. Have fun trying to kill baby. Ha, baby killer. You can kill babies. You're a monster.
Hilarious.
Killed the dude.
And I'm gonna, I say hilarious, and it did pan and then open a portal to horizon shot of Mount Everest, or Mount Helens.
Hmm.
Okay, bye. Watch this, bitch.
So it does begin to sink into the portal as it then proceeds to pull its body forward, its arms grabbing onto. God, I cannot show what I mean with this icon, but its large frame grabs on, and its arms end up reaching all the way over here. Then begins to claw its way back. It's freaking huge.
So she just
So
straight
it's
killed
like
him, huh?
struggling. So it's yeah. Anyway, so he's like struggling to pull himself up with his forearms, leaning forward, trying to get out from being sucked in. Right.
At the moment, its arms have dug very deeply into the ground. I'm just gonna draw. Here we go. Arm, paw. That's right. I'm a freaking genius when it comes to art. Look at this beauty. You ever seen anything so beautiful? Bleh. And look, it's even got I speak.
There we go.
Okay.
Beautiful.
What happens? I know that it doesn't cut them in half, right? They're stronger than that. But what happens when I cut out the portal within a minute? Can I say it spits them out? The force?
It tries to close around them, but gets stuck.
It has to close, not just.
Yeah, it just gets stuck around them. Think of Winnie the Pooh, that time that he gets stuck in the pole. He's lodged in there nice and tight.
So he has like some armor going up from his legs because that's where he was burned by the lava.
Yep.
What
So
about his hands?
You can see it extending upwards from his torso now, but his arms haven't been submerged in lava, so they still look normal.
He gains armor after having been burned?
Cool.
That is
Looks
definitely what it looks like.
Does it like shed off his skin?
You cut out. Shut off his what?
Does it like shed off like he has a chin inside of his skin layer or something?
You can't tell from where you're standing whether or not it stops its skin layer.
Okay.
Kinda terrifying.
Okay, then I am
Wait,
going.
actually, because you created the portals, he still has his action,
Have
which
a
appears
total
just
action.
the only thing he appears to be doing is that he is opening up his mouth, and it just keeps going downwards as it opens up more and more, and he appears to be swallowing lava. What does Totodile do?
Totodile does other superpower out of 5.
Okay. Impacts against it, and you can see it shrink a little bit until you can hear the burbling sound of it howling through all of the lava. It's developing a chitin on the inside of its mouth now.
Awesome. My turn?
Yes.
This is so many levels of horrifying.
Inside of his mouth, huh? Okay. I am going to lob. Vial of just noxious acid gas cloud inside of his mouth.
Okay. And given the size of his mouth, I'm not even going to call for a roll. Good lord. No offense meant, but you'd have to be Lilith to miss.
Shut up.
That was all offense right there.
So lobbing it in, it bursts in the huge amounts of lava and begins to spread out its gas, as you can hear it begin to gag violently, until you see all of the bubbling start picking up, as you have now induced vomiting at point blank in something with tons of lava in its stomach.
That was not the best plan. Although you can teleport, so...
I had to do something. His insides weren't as protected as his outsides.
It is now heavily vomiting a larger amount of lava wrong color than was previously in its stomach.
I'm gonna try to portal myself away.
Okay.
I don't know.
Jesus Christ. Does she need a roll for the portal?
I need to, like, what?
No, I'm assuming she just creates it under herself so she has to fall instead of having to do any actions.
Probably.
Don't have to roll for gravity.
Okay. That is.
Roll for gravity?
No, I said you don't have to roll for gravity.
Cool.
This
Just, like,
is-
fall backward, and then I loop around, just, like, facing forward again. As I do. I've been known to roll.
This is quite disturbing. I'll
How's
be
this
honest.
dude doing? How's this dude doing?
Baby appears to be even angrier. Small bits of lava appear to be pouring from its eyes now.
Totodile does superpower again. 4 out of 5.
It doesn't seem to be getting any angrier, so you do note that it actually does shrink down a bit. As its arms kind of slip a little bit. Wait. Art.
Oh my god.
Genius.
Okay.
Freaking
Yeah, it-
terrifying.
Okay.
Opens its mouth and lets out another loud howl as it continues to shrink down more and more, as you note that it would appear to be losing motive. As then its skin from the black chitin begins to start almost boiling over from the looks of it, as it sinks a bit more into the lava.
This is sad.
I really feel bad for it now. Fuck.
Yeah,
This is
Tanya
sad.
kind of, you know that Tanya immediately takes action and seems to perform something as a large shell of light appears to appear around them, as the bubbling of the skin results in a detonation of
Ooh,
all
boy.
of the lava.
Oh dear. Thankfully, we have
It
my
is-
big ass tank.
I'm not sure you understand. It's a very big explosion of lava.
Oh.
Kane, have you forgotten what I'm able to do?
Yeah.
There's a tank in front of us, and there's a light source.
Uh-huh.
There's a shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I, Totodile, and I can
Okay.
talk to each other. So
Mhm.
is it possible that I could just scream to him and then say, like, fall back, and I'm going to make portal,
Yeah.
the
Mhm.
warehouse
Using
portal between both of us, under both of us?
The two of you will be able to escape. Buck has shadow walking, so he's safe.
I'm
Are
gonna
you
grab
dragging us
everyone
along?
with me. Remember, yeah, because I can grab people and take them with me. Though
Oh,
it's
yeah.
probably gonna be taxing on me for a moment. I take
Probably
everyone
gonna hurt you
to
quite a lot.
safe. Yeah, it's gonna be very annoying. He's probably gonna be more just irritated with everyone. And he just shadow walks him probably somewhere that's out of the radius, real quick. Because again, this is probably gonna make a big shadow. I would assume.
There's some
Yeah.
shadows near these
With
trees.
my
too.
baby.
In a brief moment where the entire sky goes dark, you are successfully able to get everybody out.
Awesome.
You are able to escape.
That was
I'm in the
sad.
warehouse, I'm just in the warehouse, kind of waiting. Like, I don't know how long I should wait, like 3 seconds or something. Everything to blow over.
Uh,
That was
one-
sad.
Then I'll like portal us back to where we began, which was like around here-ish over the.
It's going to take a lot more than a few seconds for it to cool off. But yeah, giving it a bit of time, you are able to basically figure out when it should be safe. But in order to see what has happened to the battlefield, you'll need to wait like 10 freaking seconds. I hate uploading files to Roll20. But yeah, so you managed to escape. Baby has been defeated after you literally murdered Tony. By the way, that freaking you keep murdering people. Just saying.
It's not my
Poor
fault. It's the
dude.
quickest way. It's the
That
quickest
poor
way.
dude. He didn't even
And you
want to
got
be
on
there.
to me about killing one
You
person.
denied
that
it.
never
No, I
existed.
never denied. I never denied that I was
That
killing
poor
people, but you did.
dude. He didn't even
I
want to
never
be there.
killed anyone because they
did.
never existed.
You
The
did,
trigger-
and I'm just
The
He was
trigger for
mad.
baby, the trigger for baby to activate is that the individual themselves, the owner of baby, must be involved in something that they desperately don't want to be involved in. So functionally, it was his desire to not be killed here.
Oh.
That's why Baby became so powerful.
Wow.
Hey, at least you didn't make an notorious BIG. Oh, so Tower of Gray's user, at least in the stand stuff, didn't die.
That
and was
was
still
so
active.
sad.
I love how this battlefield showed up. I love the lava being on the ground
Unless
and just
they
being,
did it
and just
differently
standing.
info on the wiki.
It
Yeah,
is
and I'm over at them, just the lake of lava just underneath and like illuminating this evil look on my face that I don't even have. I'm just really stoic.
when everyone's back, the battlefield is a little different.
Jesus Christ.
So I don't get on my bad side, bruh. Say that I'm not a front fighter? Bullshit.
What even are
Momentary
we?
pause as I desperately try to grab every single character that I need to put their icons for now.
I can put these ones down.
There's several expressions. Johan appears to be completely nonplussed. Doesn't really seem to care. On the other hand,
Wrong book.
a couple of
Sorry.
couple of people are not happy about what they've just witnessed. Namely, out of all of them, Anya looked the angry.
Did you just kill that guy?
Goliath raises his phone. Baby's no longer in here. Tony
Aw.
can be confirmed as dead.
I kind of feel bad for you guys. I'll be honest with you. I was
Well,
kind of hoping we would
hey,
get out of this without viciously murdering anyone, without them being able to
Johan
get
kind
back
of
up.
shrugs. That's business for you.
Robin,
My intention wasn't entirely
Yeah.
kill
Yeah, I
him,
didn't-
but I
I didn't
went to.
I didn't mean for him to die when I threw in all of the dynamite. He just did.
My fault. He's inadequate.
Jesus Christ.
So backhanded him, I would have left it.
Yeah.
Stab him
Overall,
through the throat.
oh boy.
Is
It is there's problems. But as it is, Johan just kind of shrugs and is like, well, whatever works, right?
So, Buck kind of scratches his head. Are we waking up Ron? Hey, since we have less people, can the person that lost fight again if he's still alive? Or what do you want to say there? Because I never made a rule for that.
we could do
And
a
that was
free
never-
for all. Whoever's left goes against us. As you guys don't seem to do one-on-one very well, and we do.
Hey, big guy, shut up. Shh.
No.
This was an already established thing, and he's dumb. They know ours, so shush. Good boy. It's Buck taps your head. Now, shut up and let the smart person discuss things.
Shut up.
So-
You can explain. Invading everyone.
Yeah, and you just literally destroyed an entire forest, basically. Anyway,
Boo-hoo.
so can the dumb guy that's next to me on the ground? Hey, Ron, wait, you awake?
Sin, can you drag out Tanya's placeholder image?
Yep. Is Ron actually still here? Hi, Ron. Ron. Yeah, there's
Totally
Ron.
didn't fall asleep by accident. Trust
He just Buck's just
Tanya
rapidly
kind
tapping
of
your face.
steps forward.
Eh.
Well,
So
I can fix a lot of things, but that boy's gone.
What's going on? What's happening?
Does
Well,
anyone know how to
Well,
revive anyone? Or
Reviving the
I
dead
think
isn't something.
explosion in lava is not something you can bring back.
hey,
Every-
there's the stand that stops and rewinds time.
Wait,
That
what?
Tanya kind of shrugs. No one here has the ability to raise the dead. Once someone dies, that's game over.
Well, I do
No one here
apologize
has
to
a
you.
not.
Tanya
You're-
points directly at Robin, you, and me.
Oh dear.
I'm sorry, but we never said that you had choice here.
She
The person
levels
has to be
a
willing.
withering glare at you. If you're
Buck
saying I
looks
can't
at
fight
you
her
now.
now, then I'll fight her later. I will fight her.
I mean, fair enough, but it still has to be under her choice and the team's choice. Whether you fight her now or later is not my concern, madam. It's the matter of you demanded a fight when, frankly, it's up to the person. And if you're letting your emotions get into these fights a little too much, you might end up dead yourself. No
Also,
offense.
didn't I send you to Timbuktu last time?
You sent me to the Taj Mahal.
Yeah, same thing.
No, not the same thing. They're very different. Nope. No, you're messing with me.
I would like to
You sure you can even come back?
formally apologize for the death of your, I'm assuming, very close friend.
We didn't know each other too well, but we were co-workers.
I'm assuming that means more to you than it does to us.
Well, it's the easiest way I can compare it. I'm beginning to suspect that if I say that I happen to be very staunchly anti-fucking murder, you might not be able to relate to that.
Actually, at one point in time, I could, except multiple jumps later, multiple people, things, dying once and then being brought back from my home world because people asked her and she obliged.
That I only killed your teammate because he tried. Sorry for interrupting, but my brain doesn't stop.
That. Yeah. She levels a glare right at Megan and then looks back at Buck. Yeah. No amount of jumps is going to make me tolerate killing.
I haven't
So
killed
what-
anyone.
That we know of.
Well,
She points at Devin. Yeah. I don't even know who you are, so shut up.
no one does. It's my specialty, baby.
Wait, so
Megan,
again, about the thing with the sleeping dude that just woke up, is he able to fight again since he ain't dead and there's only 5 of us and there's been more of you, or we acting like,
Sure.
again?
We can go ahead and do that. 7 versus 5. Well, 6 if you count the Totodile. But hey, let's see how this goes down.
What? Where?
So
I'm not.
What
One-
happened to the forest?
Yeah.
What's going on around here?
Once she's
Died.
ready,
Uh-huh.
she's ready to fight again, I'll come in. Till then, you go ahead. I'll deal with
I
whatever
hope
you
you
say.
have an Indian passport with you next time.
Why do I have
That she glares at you. Yeah, funny, huh? She pulls
Hey,
out her phone.
Hey, guys.
uh-huh.
Can, before she fights Megan and, no offense to, sorry, Robin, no offense to you, Robin, slaughters you like a pig, can I go first against her and weaken her so she doesn't rip you in half too hard?
I mean, depends. Can that
You're
basically
still
mean-
underestimating me when I had a fucking volcano in the middle here,
Well, is that,
and I destroyed that guy after 2 turns.
well, is
If
that
I'm to be real with you, Chief,
Did you
like
defeat me?
Buck
Seriously?
Buck looks
Uh-huh.
at Megan or Robin and like claps his hand together. I could literally kill you with a single reptile that I placed behind you without you noticing. James wasn't a killer. I am not James.
Diane,
Remember
Diane, or not Diana, Tanya scowls. Look, you want to fight me? Sure. But I'll be frank here. Fighting an enemy jumper is not going to be easy for you no matter who
you
you send.
punched
Fight.
me in the gut. I want to punch you back.
Sir, I don't even know who you are.
The tower, you used your Iron Man to punch me in the gut and make me iron.
I have done that to a lot of people.
It was directly before Goliath, got yeeted as well, and then came back. You crashed through the window.
Oh, right. I forgot about you. She then returns her look right back at Megan. She does not seem to care.
So
I feel
again,
insulted.
why don't we just go in the order that we did originally, so
Yeah,
that
yeah.
the
Have
guy that's been asleep gets to have some fun.
Is he still breathing?
Yes, Buck. Yeah. He's
I'm up, you fucking daft bitch.
See?
What happened to the forest? Why is everything
Megan took a
volcanic?
volcano to it.
Tanya
Hawaii.
points.
He just leans back over, looking back at everybody's like, the fuck?
Yeah, Tanya points at Robin and says, well, she lit everything on fire and then proceeded to bomb and burn and descend into magma one of my allies, meaning that you now have a murderer on your team. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if
Don't
that wasn't.
look
pick
over at her
up my
again, and
tank.
it's like, the fuck?
Just don't
Oh,
pick up my
dang it.
tank and walk back.
Your tank at the moment is going to be superheated and potentially even slap.
Well, he already picked that up, didn't he? I was awake for that part.
No, he
Oh, I
didn't.
picked
pick,
up
he
before
didn't.
and I put it back down. Yeah, it's
During the
cool
lava
enough for me
waves.
to shrink onto my wrist thing.
No.
Okay, I'll use it later.
You
Cool
can
off
tell
for a
from
little
the
bit.
ambient heat haze that if you touched it right now, you'd probably lose most of the skin on your hand.
Alright.
Yeah. Yeesh.
Well, I mean, I'm feeling pretty well rested, so if anybody's alright, I don't know.
Buck
Alright,
just
well, have you,
grabs. Hey, by the way, and Buck just shoves you forward, Ron.
Ugh.
We're doing this in the same order that we originally started in, so that everyone gets a chance to fight. Their people get whittled down so that stubbornness over there doesn't have a choice of who she fights because everyone else will be dead or just defeated. Depends on what happens. My guess is defeated because she keeps throwing stuff to people and keeping them alive, which is fair because I kept you alive.
Yeah.
Is that about sums it up, macho lady?
I'd take offense to that, but it takes
To be
effort
fair,
to
it's-
maintain this figure. Yeah,
I mean,
my
to
wine
be
is
fair,
going
it's
to go
meant
to
as a
any of our
compliment.
losers. I plan on keeping my team alive because I happen to value human life.
I valued human
No,
life once,
same.
and then I had a magic carp horde literally jag their way into insanity.
Oh
And then
no,
I got-
he saw some fish.
Correction, I saw a sea's worth of fish turn the sea red and white with their semen.
All
Congrats.
right,
fell
could
into
hear
it.
them all. It was fun.
Congrats.
I also watched a lot of people die. Jeez, how many people died in that zombie apocalypse, actually?
See,
Quite a few.
Out
That-
of the world.
that is a lot more concerning. Why would you put a sea of fish copulating above the loss of human life? This
Oh,
is what I mean
And then
when
the
I
other.
say I don't
Did you
love
not-
you guys.
okay, did you not hear me on the first thing when I told you I was a hermit? I grew up a hermit in my original jump. That has stuck with me because I grew up with Pokemon. No offense, people in the Pokemon world suck. They lived
That's
and
fair.
plus
Yeah,
listening
She
to
points
a
at her group. Do you think that I find these to be good people?
oh, heavens
I
no.
am 90% sure. She points towards Dot. I'm pretty sure that the only reason that Tony is technically dead now is because of a series of events that all boils down to that man, and points to Johan. And meant to Diana, but honestly, she can choke on a scrote.
Yet you still value their lives. I'm impressed and concerned at your own mental faculties. Like what? Who
Yeah.
hurt you to make you care so much?
It's called the Hippocratic Oath.
Why are you being a hypocrite?
You dumb it. Never mind.
Buck is a very again. Buck grew up in the
I
Pokemon world.
realized a second a little bit later.
So,
Again, I don't know what this Hippocratic thing is, but why are you a hypocrite?
Hey, oh, can we just move on?
Hey,
no,
Steps
I mean,
back. She is fuming. Pick your fight.
So we have Mr. Guy with a stand versus
So it's Ron.
I would assume so.
Out stumbles the girl that looks like she's all of 14, still in her pajamas, kind of drowsily stumbling forward. Hey.
Hey, Ron boy, do me a favor. Do not kill this one. She looks too tiny to be a mass murderer.
He looks over at you with just like a no shit Sherlock look on his face. I'm not a killer, mother.
Hey, she burned down the forest and nuked somebody into lava. Okay,
I
And
don't
she's
fucking know her, alright?
Okay,
I only known her for about 1 or 2 jumps.
okay.
One jump. I
Buck
think?
like holds up his hand for a moment. I can confirm this guy is not a killer. He just does things.
okay. Let me fling a ball in your direction. That's a little bit more in your court. Don't make out with her.
He looks
We
at
all
you
have.
like, no shit Sherlock. She's like, what, 14? I ain't no
Yes.
fucking
Technically, that is
bitch.
legal in
Just
Japan.
say yes so that he doesn't kiss you.
Why are there bubbles? What the hell? right, but we are in fact at 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah. So to close off, you can see that her head is bobbing like she's about to fall asleep as several bubbles do appear around her. As she,
Really tired people and say fight.
I just threw a half asleep guy and a half asleep girl at each other. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I don't know how much longer this is going to be, but these fights are really interesting and also extremely sad. That was a very sad
I
fight.
only got sad when the monsters started being sad. I was real sad about that.
I got sad when you blew up, dude.
He started blowing up before I could stop doing anything and be like, I just wanted to steal him real fast and transport him to my warehouse.
You
dropped
a
an
nuke in
explosive.
his barrier.
What? I don't care about the dude. I was talking about the beast. The stand.
Jesus
Give a shit about the dude.
Christ.
Oh my God. Yeah, she wanted to steal his baby.
I wanted to steal the dude. The baby.
Oh my God.
You're just digging your hole deeper with these phrases. We gotta make these sound clips and play them out of context.
Alright, hopefully you guys all
Wanted the
enjoyed
baby.
this.
That sounds so horrible.
Hopefully you guys all enjoyed this remarkably depressing episode where we find out one of our teammates has no morals.
Hey, remember when we used to be called the heroes?
Great.
It's funny.
That was never a truly accurate statement to begin with.
Originally, we weren't supposed to be heroes.
We need to find a new name now. I
I
swear.
am a hero. I am a hero. I'm just a radical Earth. What's it called?
You're
Like
just
pro
a
Earth.
really mean hero.
You're not okay. You're an anti-hero. You're like Deadpool.
If we get
If
Deadpool,
Deadpool was
she's
psychopathic,
more-
I mean, I would have gone with the Punisher.
I was gonna
I mean,
say,
the Punisher's
Oh,
more
yeah.
accurate, but you realize that the original Deadpool wasn't all this zany, kooky stuff, but was more like Deadshot.
yeah,
Like
he's kinda
Punisher.
evil. Punisher works too.
I mean,
Or
in the beginning,
Ghost Rider,
beginning of his
technically too.
story, yeah, he was very.
Who's moving my bubbles?
I moved.
Don't move my bubbles.
Anyways,
Don't
so
move my
hopefully y'all
bubble.
enjoyed this. If you guys did, please like, comment, subscribe, do all the other fun stuff down below, and comment who you think will win and how many you think will die. It could be a lot of death in this.
Someone better save
On the
Tanya,
plus side,
or
actually,
else
on the
she
plus
might
side, wait, was that guy a jumper?
No, Tony was not.
Oh.
Ron, my bubbles exist for a reason. They have
Never
to
mind,
do with
he
her
doesn't
fan.
get to go back home once he dies. He's just dead.
Yep.
Oh.
That's just flat.
Kill him.
He's dead.
All right. Well, yeah, that was almost a happy moment for me. And you killed it. All right. Well, we'll see you guys on the next episode when hopefully I gain my heart back. We'll see you guys later. Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
die.
Goodbye.
My stand name. My stand name